A literacy program empowers teens to strengthen reading proficiency in elementary students while honing their job skills and resumes. Here to tell us about it is CEO and president of Read USA, Dr. Rob Kelly. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
And Moya Allen, a Read USA tutor. Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to start just kind of big picture. Dr. Kelly, can you tell us a little bit about Read USA and what the organization does?
Yeah. Read USA is an education nonprofit, and we are aimed at solving illiteracy through workforce development. And our workforce development model of literacy tutoring is our main program. We are reaching kids in the community, helping them read on grade level, and doing that through investing in our teens by giving them a job as tutors to help raise achievement, and they're learning job skills that they can take with them into any job they go into.
Yeah, this whole idea of young people educating other young people is really interesting to me. I mean, do you find and have you found doing this that maybe younger people are more receptive to people that are closer to their age or that everybody benefits from the equation?
Yeah, it's both. Near peer, we call it near peer tutoring, has a lot of evidence behind it. When those kids see a teenager sitting beside them, it's a lot cooler than me sitting beside them. They love that attention from a teenager.
Mhm.
And so there's some engagement and connection that they have with them. But also it is a two-way benefit. The child gets a benefit from it, but the teen does too. And Moya could talk about that, but they walk away with some life-changing benefits as well.
Yeah, Moya, I do want to hear from you. How long have you been a tutor with Read USA?
I've been tutoring with Read USA since spring of 2022. During that time, I was a junior in high school.
And you're in college now.
Yeah, I am.
That's really
Yeah.
exciting. So, what has this experience been like for you? Obviously, you've enjoyed it at least a little bit because you've
Yeah, of
stuck with
course.
it, but
Mhm.
what have you gotten out of it?
Honestly, my experience with Read USA has just been really rewarding. I've grown personally, but also professionally. You guys spoke a little bit about the professional development that we receive as tutors. And so just being able to learn core skills like time management and punctuality and, you know, being responsible for yourself and the people around you, it's just, I've learned a lot
Do
over my
you
time.
do you see yourself becoming an educator later in life or
I do at some point in my
yeah.
life. I keep trying to, turn away from it, but it always like every job that I get just ends up in that field, and I honestly do love it. So I do see myself in the future at some point, yeah.
That's really cool.
And Noah, if I can just add something
Please, please.
something that we tell the tutors is we understand you may not want to be a classroom teacher,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but there's education in every job.
Absolutely,
So the
absolutely.
skills they're learning, just teaching someone else, it can benefit them in whatever job they go into.
I imagine that's a really helpful thing for the younger students to take away too, is knowing that you're always learning. You're not just learning when you're in a classroom with a teacher. You're learning when you're talking to, somebody who's only a little bit older than you and they're helping you too.
That's right.
Can you tell us who some of the ideal candidates are for this and what a schedule looks like for a tutor?
Sure. So any tutor who is 16 to 21 years old can work with us.
Mhm.
If they're eligible to work in the U.S., they are eligible to work with us. Um, and there's a confusion that they have to be a Duval County Public School student. They don't. Homeschoolers, charter school, private school, any teen who wants to work with us. The schedule is Tuesday through Thursday each week from either 3 to 6 or 4 to 6 p.m. after school. And we provide transportation to and from the job for those teens who need it.
With that in mind, Moya, what does like a typical session look like for you? I know Read USA tutors have more than just one student they work with, but what does a day as a tutor look like for you?
So I come in, I sign in, I grab all my materials, I go over the lesson plan for that day, make sure that I know exactly the goals that we need to achieve in this one lesson that we're sitting down and doing. And I kind of just take the student through. We start with introducing the book. They read it to me, we go through it, and we answer some questions. Some students may need extra when it comes to like work when it comes to phonics, so we might do that before or after the lesson, and then we do, like, a little prompt in the journal. So it basically just it's a lot of steps that they take just to make sure that they understand the material and that they're learning those skills to become better readers.
Very nice. If you're just joining us, we're talking to Dr. Rob Kelly and Moya Allen about Read USA's literacy initiatives. You can join the conversation by calling 904-549-2937. You can also email firstcoastconnect@wjct.org or reach out on social media. I want to ask because obviously literacy initiatives are enriching for individual students who are learning to become better readers and for the tutors who are gaining these kind of lifelong education skills. But what have you observed on a more macro scale for maybe the community in Duval and beyond about what changes when you have more students who are learning to read faster and better, I guess?
Mhm. So just starting at the school level, the work that we're doing is goes beyond just the tutoring program because we also hire teachers uh, who are working in these schools to work with us after school. They're taking these skills back into their classroom, and there's a ripple effect of instruction. But because when people can read proficiently, we know that they are likely to live longer, have
Hmm,
fewer health concerns, be less likely to be incarcerated, and be less likely to live below the poverty line. So
hmm.
literacy is strongly related to a lot of those life outcomes.
And literacy is something too. My understanding is that it's the education works the best and can be very, very effective at especially younger ages too, right?
That's all right. The older the kid gets, the more difficult it is to remediate.
I know too that you guys are a nonprofit organization. Have you been affected at all by the federal government's cuts and kind of changes to how they work with and fund nonprofit organizations?
Yeah, we were. We actually did lose some funding back in the spring of this year. We're working to get that funding back. Fortunately, some of the funding has come back, but some of it is still uncertain.
Mhm.
So, but we are trying our best to continue as much programming as we did last year, and hoping to get some more funding locally so that we can continue that programming this year.
Moya, if someone's listening, a young person or maybe somebody with a child who might be interested in doing this, what would you say to somebody who maybe doesn't have any experience tutoring but is potentially interested in doing something like this?
I would say first, I came into it with 0 experience as well. I didn't know how to teach a lesson essentially to 9 and 10-year-olds, and Read USA really prepared me for that aspect of it, not only professionally, but also, like, that personal growth as well. So, to someone who wants to tutor and they're looking for a job, and I would say Read USA is the best way to go. They'll teach you how to do the things that you need to complete and do the job effectively, but also you'll grow as an individual throughout your time with Read USA.
And they might even discover that they have a love for education that they didn't know they
Exactly.
had. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You were telling me before we went on air here that you're a student at UNF.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're studying and kind of maybe how your time as a tutor has affected that?
Yeah, so right now I'm a junior at UNF. I'm studying political science with a minor in sociology. And honestly, my time at Read USA, it has really taught me kind of what aspect of politics I kinda wanna go into and
Hmm,
what I see myself doing in the future. So, like you guys were saying, even though I don't wanna traditionally work in the classroom, I can also do other things that are related to, education policy, and that really just made me realize that there's so many different avenues within education that I can take, and I'm grateful for USA to opening those doors for me.
that's really cool. Dr. Kelly, obviously we have Moya here and she's a standout and so intelligent and interesting. How many tutors do you guys have with Read USA?
We have about 215 tutors every
Wow.
semester.
Wow.
Yeah,
And obviously I imagine you're trying to expand those numbers too.
we are, and we do that through funding.
Is that just in Duval County or?
Right now, we get tutors from Duval County and some of the surrounding counties.
Mhm.
The tutoring that we're providing, the classrooms that we're in, are in Duval County, but we have a plan for scaling soon
Hmm.
into some of the surrounding counties.
I was going to ask, I mean, I know this might be tricky with the funding situation at the moment, but, what is the eventual dream for Read USA?
Right. When our founder, Ellen Wiss, created Read USA, she named it Read USA for a reason because she knew that this could be something that would work across the country, and that's really our goal is to take this model everywhere we can.
Very neat, very neat. Well, look, if somebody is interested in becoming a tutor, getting more involved, learning more about this, where can they find out some more information?
Our website is the best place to go, www.readusainc.com/apply. And we need tutors right now, starting next week.
The school year has started,
It has
so
started.
yeah, those kids are ready to start learning, I'm sure.
That's right.
Well, look, Dr. Rob Kelly, Moya Allen, thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.